Hello, my name is Kenneth Hendricks, and I'm going to talk to you about media convergence. So, what exactly is media convergence? Well, I'm going to break it down for you in this next video clip. In short, media convergence is the following. It's traditional media outlets like print and broadcast media that are being transformed over onto the digital platform. Basically, it's the distribution of media data on the modern day and age digital platforms of technology. So why does this matter, you might say? Well, this convergence of media is changing the cultural and social ways people get and receive information. And it's also forcing media industries to change the way they market this information to us as consumers. So a lot of companies now are basically having to rebrand themselves into what is known as cross-media. Cross-media is basically about the consumption of media products available on various digital platforms. And these platforms are such as mobile apps, web pages, which can be web stores, a game, things that basically tell you how to get something, where to buy something, where to see something, and so forth. And also social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. This is where a lot of companies are now rebranding themselves on these platforms to put information out there for people to get and receive, to go out and get products and so forth. So let's take newspapers for instance, and I'm going to use New York Times as an example. Media agencies now produce and sell books or magazines as part of their newspaper umbrella, or they market radio podcast shows, or they have their own web channels. And these web channels will sometimes broadcast on something like YouTube. So instead of you getting your news in a very traditional way of going to a newsstand, picking up a piece of paper and reading it, now you can either go to their website at www.newyorktimes.com, or you can go to the YouTube channel and bypass the website and just get basic news updates and stories about what's going on in local communities, national communities, and international communities. And that has been one of the biggest changes in terms of this media convergence and so forth, and using cross-media to basically put data and information out there for people to receive. And when you look at the movie industry, for example, they will use the success of a movie to produce and sell a lot of things on this digital platform. They will have things on YouTube, they will have video games made for you to interact in terms of your experience of how you watch the movie afterwards or before you go watch the movie and so forth. They will create cartoons which might be only available online or basically through an app and so forth. This expansion and the rebranding process into the digital marketplace has stimulated the convergence to create things from the customer's point of view, to merge traditional methods of media storytelling into new elements, and making these new elements into digital design. And this created what is known as transmedia storytelling. This is known as having the ability to run one storytelling narrative across multiple digital platforms, like a video game, a mobile app, and on social media platforms to engage customers into a story or a product or a movie and so forth. Now, in 2010, BBC and the game studio Dubit took on the challenge of turning the children's book, Mother Earth, into an animation TV series first, and then to an online video game. So BBC was in charge of the animated TV series, and Dubit was in charge of the online video game. The browser-based online game was to complement the TV series that was being shown on BBC, and it was to give fans a fun and humorous way to learn about the show and interact with the characters. Online games allow new ways to understand things that were originally just text-based content, which allows a brand to be more open in the transmedia webs of content. In all, as technology continues to advance and grow, the convergence of media on the digital platform will nonetheless change too. Now, only time will tell how that change will be and how it would happen. Thank you for watching and have a good day. I'm Kenneth Hendricks and take care. Bye.